Okay, so I was thinking about something this morning, and it kind of hit me pretty hard because I am seeing so many people wishing that they were seen, wishing that they were heard, praying that somebody loves them for just existing. And unfortunately, because as children in this society, people are not encouraged, and I don't mean this, as a way to make anyone feel bad. It's just our reality right now in this Western society, where as children, we are constantly taught to seek any kind of validation, any kind of love, any kind of reward outside of ourselves. We really, really struggle to believe that we can find what we need inside of ourselves. And we're made to doubt, we're made to question, we're made to think that there's no way we can obtain it unless we get this, that, and the other thing. We think everything has to be a struggle. And so I'm watching everybody try to find their path and trying to find that feeling of love and acceptance and wholeness and get out of survival mode. And in the meantime, though, they're not realizing that a lot of the people out there who are out there to coach them or out there to help make their life better actually might be making their life harder. As an example, the one thing that's been on my mind a lot lately, I think I made a video about this yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, I forget, was these relationship coaches. Anybody out there, okay, who has not taken the time to go within and discover who they truly are on the inside, not who society wants them to be, not who your parents think you are, not who the neighbor thinks you are, you know what I mean? Like you have to figure out who you really are, not all these stories that other people tell about you, because those are just stories that people like, and they're going to be shared, and they're going to be different depending on who you talk to, right? They're not the real you. So until you take the time to discover yourself, and then after you do that, you have to take even more time to decide which part of yourselves you're not comfortable with or that you don't necessarily like right now. And then you have to decide why you don't like them. And you need to do that with compassion and love, though. You need to ask them and be like, whatever it is that bugs you about these parts of yourself, you have to ask them and say, hey, why do you like that? See what they say. Because the goal is to eventually have everything accepted and to know that everything is lovable. Every part of you is lovable. Because once you start to integrate the parts of yourselves that you don't believe are worthy of love and realize that every part of you is worthy of love, when you finally do end up in a relationship, you're not going to need them to fix you. You're not going to need them to make you happy. You're not going to need them to finish who you are as a person, because you will be whole. You will know your worth. You will love yourself, and you will understand that you don't want a love that came from you manipulating your own behavior to attract a partner, or manipulating their behavior by using psychological tactics or whatever. You know what I mean? And the other thing too is these relationship coaches or these mentors, even psychologists, they are telling you what they know has worked for other people and themselves. And it's like even a prescription, okay? Even medication. It'll say 70% of people who tried this medication had this result. They're not telling what happened to the other 30%, and they're not even telling you that the reason why they can only say 70% of people had success with it, and not tell you all the other stuff that maybe they complained about after, is because the variable is you. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's medication, a mindfulness practice, an exercise, a diet. You are the variable. What you believe, and it's all parts of you that are the variables. Your energetic being, your soul, what it needs. You, physically, your body, what it needs. Your mind, the mental state that it's in, what it needs. And your emotions. A lot of us, we have to start at the very basics by reconnecting to our body and our emotions, and then we can bring in our mind to that after we realize we can actually connect back to our emotions, that we have emotions, and that our body actually feels the emotions on a physical level. So once we reconnect all those pieces and we then integrate tactics and to help our mind perceive things differently, because you want to shift the paradigms, you want to shift how you view and what you believe, then you can start letting go of those beliefs that hurt you and integrate the new beliefs that are for your highest good. And then you'll start to learn that you are lovable. And then you start to slowly get to know all your parts, all your pieces. Instead of having some coach out there tell you, well, if you behave like this, women will like you more. If you don't say that, you'll piss less women off. Or if you act like this, men will love you. Or if you do this, this will release vasopressin and the men will bond to you. I'm not training a fucking dog. If I wanted a dog, I'd go get another dog. I kind of want a person that isn't just manipulated by the neurons I get to fire in their brain and the chemical reactions I cause in their body. If I wanted a science experiment, I'd get one. Don't get me wrong. All these tactics are great, especially if you want to apply them into a relationship that you already have, that you genuinely love the person and you want to build a healthy relationship and you guys are aware of both of these things. It's not like something someone's doing secretly or covertly behind the other person's back to manipulate them. Manipulation is not something you should have in a relationship, okay? Anyways, yeah, so stop getting distracted. Do you see how many distractions went through my video right now? That's how everyone's living their lives. We get easily distracted. The goal isn't a relationship with somebody that you manipulated into loving you or partially loving you, because they can only love you as much as they love themselves. And if they aren't working on themselves to love themselves and heal themselves, they probably don't love you as much as you think, because they probably don't love themselves as much as you think. True story. So we have a lot of distractions in this Western colonized society. If you can, try not to get distracted away from learning who you really are, becoming self-aware, and learning that all of you is lovable and that you're enough. You deserve love, not because of what you're doing, not because of what you did, not even because of what you're gonna do. You deserve love because you're you, because you exist. You're enough just as you are. You don't need anything else. I don't care what anyone tells you. You are perfectly worthy of being 100% loved. But it has to start with you loving yourself first. Anyways, I am creating an online community. It is in my bio. There is a link. You're welcome to join me. Bye, guys.